There's a famous quote that says, you only need to see a lawyer once in your life. You only need to see an undertaker once in your life, maybe a doctor a few times, but you need to eat 3 times a day. So you need to see a retailer, you need to see, a farmer, a chef. And the food ecosystem is so vibrant from farm to fork. There's so many actors in this ecosystem. And so if we can truly unlock the potential, transform the sector, it's just an amazing sector. It's not only creative. Food is medicine, but food is culture. Food is life. Food brings joy. And so there's just so many facets of the food ecosystem that excite me. And I've committed my life to really transforming the sector and ensuring that Africa leads in the global food ecosystem. My name is Ndidi Okonkwo Nwuneli. I'm a visiting scholar at the McConnell Scholar. I believe Africa is naturally endowed for agricultural excellence. We have 80% of the world's arable land, tremendous climate, water, and we are well positioned to feed ourselves and feed the world. Now, you couple that with the fact that Africa has the youngest population. 70% of our population is under 35. And so these are 2 amazing assets that the continent has. And so my conviction is that if we can galvanize young people, leveraging innovation, technology, data, get them excited about agriculture and food, and maximize their potential in this sector, we can not only create jobs, but we can improve the livelihoods of farmers and create wealth. Policy is so critical because every business needs an enabling environment to thrive. If the environment is restrictive, if it actually is destructive, then it kills businesses, it kills the ability for entrepreneurs to be leaders and create jobs and innovate. So I really believe there's a place for data-driven policymaking, leveraging innovation and technology. Big data, which is a huge buzzword, but has tremendous insights to enable us to shape policy. And policymakers need to be supported to understand that they have new tools to make decisions. And they need to actually make decisions in a collaborative manner, not thinking about short-term, but medium and long-term effect. And so for me, I think this is an amazing time for us to rethink the way we view the world and rethink the way we engage with policymakers. As citizens, as entrepreneurs, as leaders, working collaboratively with the public sector, because ultimately the public, private, and nonprofit sectors all need to work in tandem to create a healthy, just, and equitable society. So I think right now, globally, there's a deficit of trust. Many citizens don't trust the policymakers or the politicians. They don't trust people in business. Business people don't trust the politicians, and vice versa. So we have many of our societies really struggling under this deficit of trust. To rebuild trust between the key stakeholders in our societies, we need transparency, accountability, and integrity. I really believe that excellence and integrity have no hiding place. And if you're going to be a leader in the public sector, in the civil society, in the private sector, you need to be transparent and accountable, and you need to be able to be authentic. And for me, authenticity is really the ability to be consistent in your life and your work. Your word should be your bond. But I think we're starting to see the accountability factor being raised, and everyone is being held accountable because of data. Data that is undiluted, that is transparent, that's offered in open spaces and open source platforms holds everyone accountable, right? And that pushes us to be more transparent. So it's not easy. Rebuilding this trust takes time, but I'm optimistic that we're going to continue to raise the next generation of leaders who understand how critical these 3 attributes and values are and will imbibe them from a young age. And I hope that that's what the Maxwell School does, is instill these values into the next generation of leaders. Many times you don't see business leaders talking about faith, but faith is integral to everything I do. And so with every intervention that I've started, I feel called to do it, and I feel a sense of urgency. But I also am someone who is born to be what I call an enabler. So I'm always starting new initiatives and then finding the right team to take it to the next level. So I'm excited about what the future holds as I continue to be that enabler and creator of initiatives that fill gaps in society and address the needs of people. Beyond my faith, I think one of my main passions and callings is really to ensure that the African continent is recognized as a valuable contributor to the global economy and is respected for all that it contributes through its people, its innovations, its resources, and that Africans can stand shoulder to shoulder with pride and respect on the global platform. And that's what I'd like to see in my lifetime.